Us now to discuss all these developments in the pageant world is Caressa Cameron Jackson, former Miss America 2010. Good morning, Caressa, and thank you so much for joining us. So you've been outspoken, about your own experiences in the pageant world. So what do you make of these two title holders stepping down?
I want to first say how incredibly proud I am of them. It takes a ton of bravery to step away from a title like this. As hard as I know they worked to reach that goal and all of the things that their families and friends have sacrificed to get them there, it takes a lot of bravery to be able to walk away when something no longer serves you. So I want to say first, I'm so proud of them. And I would say that I think in pageantry in general, this was a day that I did see coming, because there seems to be an undercurrent of not only toxicity kind of in the workplace, but then also just the heaviness that comes along with carrying this title. You know, they say heavy is the head that wears the crown. And in this case, it really is true. It's grueling hours, it's loneliness, it's beholden to sponsorships. And sometimes it's really tough for a young woman to be able to carry that by herself. And then you're also thinking about now there's a teen who's also in that place doing that as well.
But after Savannah released that statement yesterday saying that she was going to take the title, a lot of the pageant community said they were shocked and disappointed as first runner-up. What are typically the rules about stepping into a vacated title? And, you know, we only have a few months left. The new Miss USA will be crowned this summer. So is there any reason for them to actually have somebody step in, or is this somebody walking into the same situation and they're not fixing the problem?
Right. So being that we don't know exactly what has happened, and the class of 2023 is actually calling for Noelle to be released from her NDA so that we can know exactly what happened. I think for Savannah, as a first runner-up and being someone who has been a runner-up on a pageant side before, one of your obligations is to step in if for some reason the current winner cannot fulfill her obligations to the crown. With 3 weeks left, there are still very many appearances left on the schedule. A new winner has to be crowned at the next event. And so I feel like for someone like Savannah, who also equally worked just as hard as Noelle, this is an opportunity for her to see her dream realized as well. My hope is that if there is some wrongdoing on the part of the leadership of the Miss USA organization, that they know that the spotlight is now on them, and that they are going to give Savannah the runway that she deserves, the freedom that she deserves, and the respect that she deserves for the 3 weeks that she remains as Miss USA.
So I did not know, and I don't know much about the pageant world, so forgive me, but I didn't know that NDAs were signed getting into this. And that they're calling for her to be released from her NDA was something that shocked me. But you were featured in the A&E docuseries Secrets of Miss America, which reveals long-kept secrets in beauty pageants. What is the culture like that there need to be NDAs signed?
Yeah.
Or am I reading too deep into that?
So I think it's a couple of things. It is sponsorship and organization relationships that need to be protected, right? But then it's also how certain organizations do business, their intellectual property. What it should not entail is how people are treated, right? And so that isn't explicitly written out in an NDA. You can never talk to someone about how you were treated, but they say that you're not supposed to talk about the day-to-day operations of the organization, et cetera. So that typically includes your boss. And so I think there needs to be better protections in the type of paperwork that these young women are signing. I know for myself, when I became Miss America, I wanted to have a lawyer look over the contract that I was signing. And there were some things in the contract that I was not comfortable with, that my lawyer was not comfortable with. And so we chose not to sign because we had an advocate. But the typical 19, 20-something-year-old woman doesn't have someone there to step in to say, hey, we want to read this paperwork before we sign it. We're just so grateful that our dreams have come true. And so we're almost willing to sign anything at that point, short of, you know, giving away our firstborn, just to do the job that we've worked so hard for.
And Caressa, with the last 30 seconds that we have, a lot of people poo-poo the pageant world and think, oh, it's just, you know, oh, beautiful women parading around in bathing suits. But it really is a sisterhood, though. The pageant world is more than just glitz and glamour on TV. You've made lifelong friendships. You get opportunities, confidence building. Talk a little bit in our last 30 seconds about that.
Yeah, so all of the things that you just said, there's nothing that I have encountered in my adult life that the job of Miss America did not prepare me for, even down to the birth of my micro preemie. I was the Goodwill ambassador for the Children's Miracle Network, and I was able to see young babies who had diapers the size of 2 fingers. And so when I gave birth to a 25-week and 2-day baby, I wasn't fearful because I had seen that before. And so this job prepares young women for life, and it does give us a voice. And so that's why I'm so excited and proud for Noelle for being able to step down, and UmaSofia as well, to use the voice that pageantry says that they give us, to march back and say some things aren't right, and I'm willing to put myself first, and I won't just be quiet and be grateful.
All right, former Miss America 2010, Caressa Cameron Jackson, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.